Growing up, one of my favorite TV shows was My 600 Pound Life. I'm being serious, I'm not lying. It's a reality show about morbidly obese people on their journey to lose a ton of weight. Who helps these people? Dr. Now does. Based off his name and how he looks, I'm not sure if he's more of a James Bond or an Austin Powers villain. Regardless, he helps these people by giving them a severely restrictive 1,200 calorie diet that I'm gonna be trying for the next 50 hours. I am gonna be as flat as a runway model in the next 50 hours, guaranteed, but it's time to see the day one starting weight. Drum roll, please. Currently 197.5 pounds. Okay, body fat percentage? What's it gonna be? Oh, I think that means 0%. Shredded. I don't need this diet. 2 days on this diet is gonna absolutely suck, but multiple weeks of it, I would classify that as torture. Dr. Now makes his patients do this diet until they lose around 10% of their body weight, AKA 60 pounds before going to bariatric surgery. One type of bariatric surgery is a gastro bypass. The surgeon cuts across the top of the stomach, sealing it off from the rest of the stomach. The resulting pouch is about the size of a walnut and can only hold about an ounce of food, when typically the stomach can hold about 3 pints of food, which of course decreases the amount of food you can eat. All the recipes that I'm gonna be making are from his book, The Scale Does Not Lie, People Do. I got this for like $32. The actual hard copy was over $160. This guy's watching this video from his very own yacht. And then I zoomed in on the cover and his stethoscope is actually covered in gold and diamonds. That's incredible. All right, so for meal one, I have everything prepared because we are gonna be making the vegetable omelet. Woo woo. Well, I'm probably gonna have to calculate the caloric value of my tears because this is just sad. Like looking at this is like looking at myself in the mirror because all I see is something begging for more meat. I literally could not even almost form the omelet because the ratio of vegetable to egg is just not normal omelet. And out of all the volume hacks I've done in my day, I don't think I've ever stooped so low to add celery to the omelet before. That is just, I don't know. Oh. It tasted like one of those like Chinese pancakes originally, and then as it goes down, it starts to taste like dedication. Like if you're eating this, you're showing everybody in your close circle that this is the time that you're actually gonna lose weight. Like you are dialed in, dedicated to go. And I don't know if it's just me having a bad attitude or what, but 1 tablespoon of cheese for this entire omelet, I'd rather just not have cheese. Like I didn't think it was possible to get hangry at my own plate of food, but here I am. Like that is just annoying. It's pretty crazy. You have these 600-pound people who have been eating themselves into submission every single day for years, and then all of a sudden, they just go to something like this. That's like if Mick Jagger decided to go Amish. Like the lifestyle change is just insane. I don't even understand how they do this. It makes no sense. Even though I'm gonna be hungry after this, I can guarantee you I'm gonna feel better after this than if I did the diet that got them to 600 pounds. That's for sure. I made the mistake of having breakfast at around 8:45 and I held off as long as I possibly could, but it is now currently 2:24 and I've gotten to the point that I'm so hungry that my first instinct is to actually eat the cucumber for once. So we are gonna be making this cucumber yogurt salad. That sounds quite delicious. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy with this meal. It's kind of like a skinny tzatziki minus the rest of the Slovakia dinner I typically have that I would dip into the tzatziki, but I love tzatziki. I knew something wasn't right when I was saying it.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki. I thought the T was silent. Go ahead, leave your comments, do what you have to do. I accept it.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki. I don't know why I do that to myself. Fortunately, I get 4 ounces of chicken breast on the side, so 2 of the 3 meals today have to have 4 ounces of some sort of grilled meat. Chicken breast was on the list, so voila. You hear that? Oh yeah. Cucumber is seriously the best food to eat and play with. Oh, things are looking good right now. There's something in the book called FAT, which stands for frequency, amount, and type. Does that have to do with how he deals out punishment or food? Because to me it stands for feeling awful throughout. Frequency, you're supposed to eat 2 to 3 times a day. Amount, 1,200 calories, no more, no less. Type, meals high in protein and fiber, and then low in everything else, including happiness. There's actually so much cucumber. I'm actually getting annoyed eating this thing. So I would say that's a win. I don't even want to finish it. Ugh. Oh. Flavor fatigue on a diet, y'all. Daddy now 1, Will 0. At the grocery store right now, which is a bad idea, but I have no choice. I have to pick up dinner. Hey, you can't park there. Okay, we're in the produce section. Pretty much we have to buy every vegetable that they have. Got the cart of a skinny legend right now. Ironically though, this is probably the cart that would have people thinking that I have disordered eating. We got the goods for the salad, but as you can see, I'm in the water section because a diet is a game. We gotta find ways to stay full all the time. Carbonated water is probably your best bet. I might also go, oh, I'm sorry. I might also get flavor enhancers for my carbonated water. I'm getting looks right now. I don't know if it's because I have the camera or my cart looks like I rescued 50 rabbits from a research lab. I don't know, but I'm currently in the snack section. On the diet, it says there's no snacks allowed. I'm on a 1,200 calorie diet. Is anything not considered a snack? I think having no snacks is a bit aggressive. 3 meals a day. I made my way over to the dessert section. I shouldn't be here right now, but I'm here. And I found this. So it's a flavor I've never seen before. It's very cheap, $4.99. I have to get it. I'm not gonna be eating it for the weekend, but I'm gonna have it for when the weekend is finished. I'm gonna use this as motivation to help me push through because I know tomorrow's gonna be very hard. Y'all wanna know an elite dieting hack that I even think Dr. Now would approve of? Go to a fast food place and just order a large Coke Zero, please.
Just large Coke?
Coke Zero, please. I'm telling you, it works. Hello. Bye. See, I just showed Banana. I'm still here, I'm still alive, and I'm not the customer that I used to be. You know, I showed face, change of order. See, you just feel like you're participating in life. Now my biggest fear is if they actually screwed up if this is regular Coke, because then the diet is just fucked. Do you all see this farmer's market behind me for this salad? The salad we are making has 24 vegetables to 1 protein. That is a strip club level ratio, my friends. That is absolutely absurd. So we are making the low calorie bowel of salad. Now there's 2 things I don't like about this recipe. 1, having low calorie in the title of a salad recipe in a restrictive diet plan just seems a bit redundant. Like I've already lost, you don't need to rub it in. 2, low calorie bowel. Does he mean low calorie bowl? Or is he giving me a warning with bowel? Because if so, I took it as a warning and changed my underwear from white to black, as this salad has the fiber any Quest bar has ever aspired to. So we have a lot of chopping to do. I'm a bit nervous. Look at this salad so far. This is like the salad version of the kitchen sink cookie. It's crazy. I'm still not even done, surprisingly. We have the protein on the stove, and as hungry as I am right now, this wasn't worth it. I'm getting fed up. This will have to be the most memorable salad I have ever tossed, and I'm talking about all rooms of the house. And good thing the show actually pays for the patient's surgeries because this salad was like designed to max out credit cards. This was not cheap. Like no one keeps this much produce, like nobody, like not one of you just raised your hand. Considering the dollar per calorie ratio here, I may as well have got jumbo shrimp. Like seriously, I don't, is this a meal or am I a grazing animal? Like, I don't even know what's in my mouth. It's like I'm working at the UN again. This entire day, I have yet to have a carb. If a crouton fell on the ground, I would happily fight a pigeon for it. I'm craving just something starchy right now. I have also definitely hit a liquid PR today. I've been drinking so much water and Coke Zeros to keep me full between meals, which is super key when you're on a diet. But I have barely made a dent in this salad. That cucumber salad messed me up for a bit. Like it kept me full for a while. And considering the amount of calories I've had today, I'm feeling pretty good. It is currently 10:35 and my God, my hunger has kicked in. I feel like I was just like artificially full of veggies for so long and I was feeling good and all of a sudden it went away and I just got hit. My body's like, yo, feed me, which is understandable. I pretty much ate the bulking diet of an Oompa Loompa today. So not that many calories. And this is where I think the diet is kind of all wrong. I should be able to have like an apple, should be able to have like some yogurt, protein shake, get some protein in. I feel like that's where this diet is kind of too restrictive. And I think that by even adding a little bit more calories in protein and fruit, you get just as good of results, probably even better. So currently just sipping on this berries of the wood to curb my hunger, and I just know tonight's gonna suck. Last night sucked a lot. It was a noisy night for my tummy, which is making me wonder in this very moment if the silence means I've flatlined. Am I here right now? I had some pretty crazy food dreams last night. One of them, I went to Tim Hortons for a cheat day, and then things took a really weird turn when I started to fill the Boston creams with a very personal touch. Boba and I were coming up with today's master plan, and we came up with the perfect game plan. I'm gonna be doing 2 meals today instead of 3, which is phenomenal. And I'm very confident about this plan because of 2 reasons. So the first reason is I get more food per meal. So instead of 3 400-calorie meals, I get 2 600-calorie meals. The second reason why is just there's one less opportunity for this diet to disappoint me. So I'll be sad less. Just about 11 in the morning, held off as long as I could, and it's time for meal number 1. And I see protein, I see carbs, and I see caffeine. Have I been Stockholm syndromed into liking this diet? I think so. Like, this is by far the best looking meal so far. The other meals were torture. This is more like ideal apocalypse rations. I took one of the meal ideas that he had and I just jacked it up to 600 calories. So I added an extra egg and egg white and I doubled it up to 4 sausages, which isn't my best, but it's always meant a pretty good night. And I'm just super excited to eat this right now. I gotta start with the sausage. Oh my God, my muscles needed it. My body is shaking. I'm very grateful for this piece of toast. I was this close to crashing a church service to get myself some communion wafers. I was getting desperate. Every bite, I'm getting a head rush. I can't imagine that being healthy. With the amount of calories that I consumed in the past 36 hours, this lift is gonna be inspirational or motivational. I think the best outcome here is survival. Starting off with incline bench press. So since I haven't been fed, neither will my ego. So I think the smart thing to do is just do weight that I'm confident in. So the plan is some smooth sets of 8 reps. I feel like for all these workouts, there should be like a do not try this at home warning sign. Oh, daddy, okay.
I definitely wouldn't call these sets smooth, but we still made it. And this is only the first workout of the diet, and I'm already noticing some performance effects. So it had me wondering, are people supposed to weight train at all on this diet? Turns out you shouldn't. Most patients do some low impact activity like walking, water aerobics, and even some stationary cycling.
Just wrapped up chest and back. Overall workout is surprisingly, it's good. Other than the inability to get a pump and feeling slightly lightheaded during the lift, but otherwise maintaining most of my weights. Some of the lifts I actually progressed on, can't really complain. Post-workout pump check time, chest, back, and biceps. I already noticed a significant difference in the tightness in my ab area after only 1 day, which is insane. Now, if you are to crash diet, first of all, I don't recommend you ever crash diet, but if you're going to get ready for like some sort of rave or some shit like that, just know you cannot maintain exercise performance while crash dieting for very long. I would say 10 days to maximum 2 weeks. And after that, you're gonna start losing gains extremely quick, along with a lot of other negative consequences. So these types of diets are like dip in, dip out types of things, not long-term sustainable diets. Yo, ever since the gym, I haven't wanted to go home for an obvious reason. That's where the fridge is. So I stumbled upon a few websites about weird ways to blunt my hunger. I'm gonna try some of them out. The first one, seeing blue apparently blunts your appetite. Now, I've tried this one before and it doesn't work, but I'm gonna try it again right now, along with a few other ones. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just seeing sexy avatars everywhere. Definitely increasing my appetite. I don't know who these studies are on, mannequins? All right, next one we gotta get some green tea. I think that one should work.
Hi there, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
Hi there, can I please just get a grande green tea?
For sure.
Yeah, you seemed very suspicious of that.
Because I was thinking if you wanted like the matcha or the normal tea.
Yeah, no, I'm really boring today. I'm on a diet.
Okay, that's nice.
All right, so the next one we gotta do is we gotta be kind, because apparently if you fulfill the emotional side of your brain, it will help your hunger greatly. So the plan is to buy the person's order behind me. There's nobody here yet, so I'm not sure. Oh, someone just pulled in. I'm gonna profile him right now. Can I pay for the person's behind me too?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What do they get?
Just a cappuccino.
Just a cappuccino? Okay. Whew.
There you go.
Because apparently if I fulfill my like emotional side of my brain, I get less hungry on a diet. She thinks I'm on one. Thank you so much, you too. One of the more expensive tea baggings of my life. I probably should have done this at Dollarama. Oh yeah, you're giving me looks. I still feel hungry. When will this kick in? When will this kick in? Anytime now, anytime. Oh, they're still there, they're very confused. I got you, bro. Yeah. Look at that, you know what? That worked, I feel good. I don't know how feasible it is to do this every time I get hungry, but for right now, it worked. I got a smile on my face. He definitely thinks I'm hitting on him.
After Starbucks, I went to the nicest Dollarama I think I've ever seen in my entire life to get a scented candle. They had some pretty weird scents, but I was specifically looking for vanilla because there's a theory that the scent reduces sugar and chocolate cravings. At this point, the only way this candle is stopping me from eating is if I pass out from it burning up all the oxygen in the room, because all I could think about was my beloved ice cream in the freezer. Safe to say, it didn't work.
It's just about 7 p.m. and it's time for the Last Supper. We're almost at the finish line and we're gonna be making the stuffed cabbage. Is somebody gonna tell this cabbage that nothing on this diet gets stuffed? Like seriously. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doubling the recipe, plus adding a side that should put us right around 600 calories for meal 2. I am ravenous, everybody. But this is actually starting to shape up into a pretty decent looking meal. We have the cabbage here, meat is sauteing, and then I had no idea what dirty rice is, so I just mixed the curry powder and the cumin in the rice. And honestly, the only thing done dirty in this recipe is me. It smells so good. I already know this is gonna be the tastiest meal of this entire challenge. I'm gonna call these burritos. I don't know if that makes me delusional or creative. Either way, it just makes me a tiny bit happier. Oh my gosh. So on the side, I get 90 calories, which is half a grapefruit, which is kind of unfair because I had all of me this morning, but that just puts me right around 600 calories. All right, I don't even want to cut them open. They're so plump. Definitely a much better ratio of meat to veggies than yesterday's salad. Holy fuck. You always remember how good food is when you're eating. So in the recipe it said 2 ounces of fat-free meat. And I was like, does bro mean chalk? Like what the heck? So I basically just found the leanest beef I could find and then I strained it of all the fat. So it's almost like, this is almost a choking hazard, which is why I got my water on deck. But still, really good. The curry powder and the cumin are saving this thing. But today was definitely easier than yesterday to stay on track. I think that the less frequent you eat, especially when you have a low calorie diet, the easier it is. The more that you eat these smaller meals, I just feel like it kind of spikes your hunger so much more. So if I was to do this again, I would do the 2 meals a day every time. Dinner done, which is bittersweet because you know the problem with eating is eventually you have to stop eating and you have to wait till the next meal, which is kind of sad. But on the bright side, I get to wake up tomorrow. I'm not doing this ever again. Back to reality. I think with how I feel right now, like the camera feels heavy. My brain, I feel snappy. I'm in a bad mood for no reason. So I just can't wait to be able to eat again. But I could just, I think I'm probably gonna be 189 tomorrow morning with how I feel. I have to be below 190, I just have to. Well, I'm not below 190, but I'm still down 6 pounds in 2 days, and in theory, that sounds pretty sweet. But if you look at the physique updates, not much has changed, maybe a bit more abs in the after photo, but overall, all that weight loss is water weight being depleted, and my body just needing pretty much anything at this point. Sometimes extreme situations do require extreme actions, but within that, I always feel like there's a better way to do something. So in this case, being able to have more protein, being able to have a piece of fruit as a snack if I'm super hungry, and just knowing that a 1,200 calorie diet does not apply to every single person. That's just not how it works. Doctor Now, if you're watching this, hi. And to all you guys, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna go have ice cream for breakfast.